Hello and welcome to Daily News from Al-Zahra TV. Headlines: a review of the latest activities related to the religious authority around the world. The daily scholarly meeting of seminary professors and scholars with Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. The offices of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi around the world hosted mourning ceremonies marking the martyrdom anniversary of Lady Fatimah al-Zahra. The Nonviolence Incorporation called for an end to impunity for perpetrators of crimes against journalists. In the holy city of Qom, the house of His Eminence Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Shirazi hosted a scholarly and research session attended by a group of scholars, seminary professors, students, and those interested in religious knowledge. This session aimed to enhance the academic level of seminary students and provide an atmosphere for exchanging ideas and views on jurisprudential and theological issues. It also offered an opportunity to present questions and receive detailed, well-documented answers from Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. During the meeting, various topics such as the principles of jurisprudence, as well as ethical and doctrinal teachings were discussed. The active participation of the students turned this session into a dynamic and insightful space for deepening the understanding of religious concepts. According to Al-Zahra TV Center, the full coverage of this session and the statements of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi are available on the official page of this TV network. At the residence of Sayyid Ahmad Shirazi, son of the Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Shirazi in Kuwait, the third Fatimiyyah ceremony of the year 1447 AH was held. This event was attended by scholars, students, and devotees of the Ahlul Bayt and featured Quran recitation and elegies in mourning for Lady Fatimah al-Zahra. On the occasion of the Fatimiyyah, the Al-Zahra TV network has added a special program titled The Fatimiyyah Call to its broadcasting schedule. According to the program's production manager, the Fatimiyyah Call focuses on explaining the virtues, spiritual status, and the moral teachings of Lady Fatimah al-Zahra. The program, hosted by Sheikh Ali Honarban and featuring Sheikh Absari as a scholar, is broadcast 4 times a day at 1 a.m., 9 a.m., 4 p.m., and 9 p.m. It includes talk segments, religious and spiritual analyses, and insights from the life and teachings of Lady Fatimah al-Zahra, aiming to strengthen the spiritual connection of believers with this great lady of Islam and keep the Fatimiyyah culture alive within the Muslim community. At the Husseini of Zaynabiyyah Seminary, one of the centers affiliated with the religious authority in Damascus, Syria, a mourning ceremony was held to commemorate the martyrdom of Lady Fatimah al-Zahra. This event began with the recitation of verses from the Noble Quran and the ziyarat of Hazrat Fatimah al-Zahra, followed by a speech by Sayyid Farhan al-Mansur, who elaborated on her virtues and sufferings. The office of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Shirazi in the Bamyan city of Afghanistan began its Fatimiyyah mourning ceremonies on the 13th of Jumada Al-Awal. On the first day, a group of scholars, students, and social figures from Bamyan attended, and Sheikh Waizi, director of this office, delivered a speech. These ceremonies will continue until the 3rd of Jamadi al-Thani. In Kabul, Afghanistan, the office of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Shirazi held a ceremony to commemorate the martyrdom of Lady Fatimah al-Zahra. This event was attended by office officials, scholars, and devotees of the Ahlul Bayt. The program began with the recitation of the Noble Quran and the Noble Hadith of Qissa, followed by eulogies by Sayyid Ali al-Husseini and a speech by Sheikh Mahaqi Kusha. In the holy city of Karbala, the office of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Shirazi held the second Fatimiyyah mourning ceremony, marking the second Fatimiyyah period. The ceremony, held on Wednesday, 13th of Jumada Al-Awal, 1447 AH, began with the recitation of verses from the Noble Quran and continued with a lecture by Sayyid Hatim al-Khursan. These gatherings are held annually with the participation of scholars, students, and devotees of the Ahlul Bayt to commemorate the virtues and sufferings of Lady Fatimah al-Zahra and to reaffirm loyalty and steadfastness on the path of the Ahlul Bayt. In the holy city of Najaf, the office of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Shirazi continues to hold Fatimiyyah mourning ceremonies attended by scholars, professors, and seminary figures. During the sessions, Sheikh Ibrahim al-Nasrawi discusses the luminous life, high status, and influential role of Lady Fatimah al-Zahra in the Islamic history. Sayyid Ataullah Husseini, director of the Office of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sarah Husseini Shirazi in the holy city of Najaf, received Sheikh Muhammad al-Hasnawi along with a group of scholars and tribal leaders from the province of Diwaniyah. During the meeting, the guests discussed with the director of this office various religious, social, and cultural issues of Diwaniyah, as well as ways to strengthen the connection between seminaries and society. The participants emphasized the importance of cooperation and coordination between scholars and tribal leaders with the Office of the Religious Authority to achieve cultural and religious goals. On the occasion of the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists, the Nonviolence Incorporation Free Muslims Association, affiliated with Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sarah Husseini Shirazi Global Foundation, issued a statement emphasizing the need for accountability of perpetrators and the protection of media freedom. In its statement, this organization firmly condemned all forms of violence and threats against journalists and media workers worldwide, describing ongoing impunity as a blatant violation of fundamental human rights, particularly the right to freedom of expression and access to information. This organization also called on the international community and governments to conduct immediate and impartial investigations into crimes against journalists, to strengthen legal frameworks for their protection, and to ensure the full implementation of the United Nations Plan of Action in this regard.